There we go. Alright, so treasure chest, feather coat. But she's already got that on, so that does nothing. Alright, well, so let's head back down. And go past that guy and go into here. Where Baul is. Oh, he's not looking in good shape.
Baul is trying to evolve as an Interlakeia.
What the fuck is this, Pokemon now?
Looks like he's suffering. Baul, come on. No! I want to heal your wounds, but there's nothing I can do. My power is poison to you, isn't it?
Healing wounds isn't your power, Estelle.
What do you mean? Don't you remember Bellius's words?
Power corrupts. But you are different. Never lose that kindness. The compassion you so readily show to others.
My compassion for others. Your thoughts are reaching Baul. I'm sure of it.
All we can do now is hope for the best.
Just don't hit B, then it'll stop evolving. What? Baul is evolving!
Amazing.
Baul has evolved into Ball 2, Ball Harder.
Your partner seems like he's gonna be just fine.
Yes.
Baul so hard motherfuckers want to find me.
Thank you all
Huh?
for helping to protect him. This is something I couldn't have done alone.
You're one of us. Of course we'd help.
Holy shit, he got big!
Didn't I tell you? You got through to him. You make it through to Pharaoh as well. Will you be going to meet him?
That's up to Estelle to decide.
I'll go. It's been the purpose of my journey after all. Are you sure? What if you end up getting killed? Even still, I've got to stand firm on this.
It won't be too long before the hunting blades send reinforcements. How about a change in scenery before they show up and spoil the party?
There's only one path.
It's not a
down
bad
from
idea.
here, though. We're bound to run into them.
Get on. We'll fly as far as the Fiertia. We can finish talking once we arrive.
Well, this thing is big enough now, I think it could carry all of us. Like, I figured if, like, they're like, he's gonna evolve, he'll just get a little bit bigger. No. He grows like 10 times his size. And now I'm flying a boat. Flying boat! This game is ridiculous. Oh! Hey, wake up.
She's sleeping. She must be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, she just keeled over.
Wow, man, shit's fell over. Crazy!
I wasn't expecting that.
She was so old the entire time he was evolving. She probably didn't get much sleep. She probably had no idea when the hunting blades would attack either.
She was putting up a brave front, but she must have been near the end of her rope.
She's just dumb. She doesn't know how to express what she's feeling.
We can finish talking with her tomorrow. We should let her sleep now. In fact, I wouldn't mind a little shut-eye myself. We still haven't heard Judy's side, so we can't say anything, but she sure caused the guild a major headache, breaking Blastias all on her own. There's no getting around that fact, no matter what her reasons. We have to settle this. Man, I hate waiting.
Boy, am I with you there, buddy. Thought I was about to step on Carol. Like, stomp him out. Gotta talk to her. Way to go, Captain. I like this music too. It's very uplifting. Very boat music. Everyone's learning. I guess everyone else is inside? Yeah, I guess so. So else anything can fly. Plus it's autopilot. Man, that's totally true. Could have another war on our hands. Set down into the lower holds. Into the crew's quarters. It's never that easy. Tell you that much. Way to go, dog. Probably should save before that. Whatevs. Get some more story beats and then we'll save. Hopefully.
Morning, Yuri.
Morning.
It's a beautiful morning, but even as we stand here, the air is out of balance, and our world may already be dying.
Where do you get depressing all of us?
Wow. Look who's feeling better.
In the past, these slight fluctuations of the air have not negatively affected our world. There have always been beings who maintain the balance by sensing changes in the airflow, beings like Pharaoh and Baul.
So the Entelekea were responsible for keeping the air balanced.
For ages, the Entelekea have regulated the air, but the recent increase has been greater than they could control.
Which is being caused by the Hermes Blastia.
And which is also why you were going around taking down as many of them as you could.
Yes, that was my mission. The path I walk with Baul, to whom I owe my life.
The path you walk.
Now some would even hunt the Entelekea for Apatheia. This has made the mission of the Entelekea even more difficult.
Why is everybody so crazy about these Apatheia anyway?
I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The air an Entelekea absorbs becomes condensed within its body over time. When its life is at an end, that condensed air forms a crystal, an Apatheia. That's all I know. I imagine Pharaoh could shed more light on the subject, though.
So Apatheia are crystals of concentrated air. If that's true and the energy could be extracted from the Apatheia, it would be a source of overwhelming power, I'm sure.
Could we really do that?
I don't know.
I bet somebody wants to use these things for the wrong reasons.
Why didn't you just tell us all this from the beginning?
Seriously, we could have avoided all this trouble if you just talked to us. Am I wrong?
Even if you had known, there are things not even you could have prevented.
What do you mean?
I showed up at Heliord because Baul had sensed a disturbance in the air. Where there was a disturbance, there was sure to be a Hermes Blastia. But what I found there was not a Blastia. It was a person. That had never happened before.
So it wasn't like you were looking for Estelle in particular back at Heliord.
Yet for some reason, Baul perceived Estelle as a disturbance in the air. I had to find out why. For the sake of the path I've chosen, it was at that time that Pharaoh first appeared. He seemed to have some idea who Estelle was. My mission was to destroy all the Hermes Blastia. However, Estelle was obviously not a Blastia. I needed to make absolutely certain. I made a deal with Pharaoh, and he agreed to grant me some time.
You mean...
If it became apparent that her existence posed too great a threat, then I would kill her.
You what?
Settle down. Obviously, Judith reached a different conclusion.
All right, I get it.
Belius said you possess a heart of compassion. If you can communicate that to Pharaoh somehow, you may learn what you should do.
Hey, there's no real reason for you to fight Pharaoh anymore, right? I mean, we know the Hermes Blastia are what's causing the problem and everything. If we just make sure the Apatheia don't fall into the wrong hands...
I still want to meet Pharaoh. I want to hear what he has to tell me.
But...
Please try to understand. I have to know more about myself and take responsibility for who I am.
all right.
Sorry, Yuri. I don't think we can decide what to do about Judith right away.
I promise not to leave again until things have been settled, as you said. I need to accept that responsibility myself.
Let's go and find Pharaoh. We'll finally be getting around to one of the first things we set out to do. We can work out the rest once this is finished.
There's
That's kind of true.
in the center of the sands of Kogor. That is where Pharaoh lives. Baul can take us there.
Okay, let's go. This meeting's been a long time coming.
I can communicate with Baul, but there are still a few things you should know.
Like what?
Baul can only land on the ground in wide, open spaces, so you won't be able to dismount on steep mountain ranges or in narrow canyons.
Can't he land on water?
Water's no good either.
Really? He looks like he'd be a good swimmer.
Yeah, he'd sink like a rock.
But we're a boat.
Huh. Who knew?
That's why we have a ship, right?
Right. If you'd like to get down onto the ocean, let me know. Baul will set our ship down there for us.
Okay, but what should we do when we want to fly again?
Use Baul's horn to call him to you.
Bowels. That's all there is to it?
Every Intellicaea has a special region in its brain that can be used for communication with a special power Critians possess.
All right.
So we can get a hold of him by using that.
Right.
Information. Left stick move. Push in to call him on land or ship. Control camera. Land. Only when landing is permissible. Navigation map. Blah, 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 blah. Basically the same stuff. Except now you can call him when need be.
Judith, you're familiar with Pharaoh, aren't you?
Is he really as scary as he seems?
Well, let's see. Sometimes he's logical, sometimes he's emotional. He can be really scary or really kind.
All right, that didn't help very much.
One thing's certain, his power is extraordinary, even among the Intellicaea.
Here's hoping we don't wind up looking like poor old Mount Temza the moment we meet him.
If he can do that to him,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be anything left if he turned on us.
I wish you wouldn't joke about scary things like that.
Why should we get scared before we even get there? Especially if he's that strong.
I wish I could take it as lightly as you and Yuri.
Alright, so we gotta find this place in the sands of Kogor, like right here. But first, we're gonna climb down, get out of there, and save before we get in there, because we can save on the battlefield. And then head in there, and hopefully this is the right place, and go talk to Pharaoh.